Hey, what is going on, everybody? It is your boy Turtles, and welcome to a video, basically. I hope you guys are all having a great day and stuff, but I don't know. I'm terrible with intros, as you can see. Don't be like this for this video. Don't have a horrible intro. But today, we will be doing the best recording equipment for YouTube 2017. And basically, what I'm going to go through is a bunch of categories of things like microphones, headphones, recording software, keyboards, mics, not mice, that's what I said, and webcams, which are optional. Not every YouTuber uses them. There'll be 3 different price ranges for them, like 50 or more, 100 or more, 150 or more. Some of these are pretty hard to find, honestly, because I know mice don't really go for over 150, so I might have cut down the mice and stuff. But we got 6 different categories and things to do, like 6 different, like we have, like I said, 6 different categories between all of them. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like below, and let's get right into it. So for the first category, we're gonna do some mics. Coming in at the $50 or more, we get the Blue Snowball Ice. I use the Blue Snowball. It's a very good mic. I can recommend it a lot. Just use Audacity when you're recording your audio, because then you wouldn't be able to cut it up and stuff. I use Audacity for this video and stuff. But coming in at the $100 or more, we have the Audio-Technica AT2020. Not going to really get into too much of it. It's a little bit under $100 for some of them. Some are over. It depends on what you get. But I know a couple of people that use this. They say it's a really good microphone, and it's really recommended for people that want to have a stand for it. And coming in at the $150 or more, we have the Blue Spark. Now, I've heard good things and bad things about this mic. That's why it's $150. Means, do you want to pay that much for a microphone, or do you want to come with something lower like the Audio-Technica, the Blue Snowball? It doesn't really matter what you use, because it's all different and stuff. But what if you don't have to use any of these mics? You can get a Blue Yeti and stuff like that, but that's basically it. A microphone isn't always the best, obviously. Like, the microphone isn't the most necessary thing, which we'll be actually getting into right in our next category that we'll be doing, which is headphones. So now, coming in with the headphones, the $50 or more headphones are the Audio-Technica's ATH-M30Xs, and they I've seen good things. I've read some good reviews about them. They're just basic headphones. I think I saw $36 on Amazon. Don't say if I'm right or wrong. I don't really know. I didn't really check. Last time I checked was yesterday, but yeah. So coming in at $100 or more, we get the Razer Man of Wars. I use Razer Krakens, and basically these are just like the mid-tier settings. I think they're wireless, so that's another plus factor to them and stuff like that. So I've seen good reviews, I've seen bad reviews. Everything's got good and bad reviews, but it depends on like what your taste is. Do you like bigger, wireless, wired? Doesn't really matter. Coming at $150 more, everyone knows what these are. These are Astro A50s. Do I really need to explain what the heck these are? Honestly, people know what Astro is. Astro makes good headphones, make great headphones. They have the Astro A40s and A10s too. That's headphones. And then, even though you got headphones and a microphone, there's actually one important thing that you need before you can do any of this. Well, you need something to actually be able to make the videos on first. That's the most important thing. But the next important thing is the recording software. So coming in at the $50 or more, you got, well, technically these are free to me, but if you have an Xbox One or PlayStation 4, you have a built-in capture card and you can record anything that you want on there. OBS is another free thing that you can use too. Free to use software is the best software sometimes. $100 or more, we got the Elgato Game Capture. I use an HD60. I'm surprised I didn't even put this on here. With this, I'm surprised I didn't, to be honest. I thought it was going to. But the Elgato Game Capture is the first ever game capture card that was released from Elgato. It's still keeping its $119 on Amazon, and it's a really good capture card for Xbox 360, PS3 stuff. So if you're doing older consoles, I recommend this one, but I still do recommend the newer ones more. And coming at $150, you got the Elgato Game Capture AC60 Pro, which is one of the newest ones they have released. It's a really good one. I've heard really good things about this, and I do recommend you picking up at least one of these 3 choices. Now we're going to move on to some of the more not necessarily required things for your YouTube channel. And by non-required, I mean keyboards, microphones, and webcams. I must have confirmed the webcam to be the optional part, because not everyone uses, a webcam, but these are the things that I feel like that you should get still. Starting off with the keyboards, mine's on here actually. I'll tell you which one it is. in a minute, but we're going to start with the $50 keyboard, the Corsair Gaming K55 RGB keyboard. I've seen reviews, I've seen them compete against other keyboards on this list. They're very tightly packed together and stuff, but it doesn't really matter what keyboard you get. It depends on like what brand you like, what style you like it, and stuff like that. But coming in at $100 or more, you get the Razer Ornata Chroma keyboard. I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. I've never actually seen this keyboard. I really like how it looks personally with the rest of it. I also like that with the Corsair and stuff, but basically it depends on what you like, the colors you want on your keyboard and stuff like that. Now moving on to the final keyboard, the $150 or more keyboard. You have my keyboard, the Razer Black Widow X Chroma, which is a great keyboard. I can say from personal experience that this is probably the greatest keyboard I've ever used, and I recommend it to anyone that's willing to just pay the little bit extra for a good gaming keyboard. Yeah, I know, I spend a lot of money on my keyboard, but and stuff like that, but that's not all that we have to show for this. We're gonna actually show you some I always say microphones and mics. I'm sorry about that, but anyway, just want to say that all this stuff will be in the description below. Moving on to the game and mice for you to get the $50 or more. Razer Depth Adder Chroma, which is the microphone, and I see, look, I did it again, is the mouse which I use for my gaming content and all my videos nowadays, but for personal use, it's good. It's got 2 buttons you can set to be whatever you want, and I really think it's a great choice for anyone that's doesn't want to pay too much for a mouse, but doesn't want to pay too little for a mouse. Okay, coming in at the $75 or more mark, which is the only difference between these and everything else, is the Logitech G602 wireless, which I've seen, it's actually really cheap. It's $79.99 normally, and actually turns into $36 on sale on Amazon right now, so get one quickly. Coming at $100 more, you get the Razer Mamba wireless. If you know the Mamba, if you know what the Mamba is, it's probably closer to the Depth Adder. But this one's the wireless version of it, which costs more, unfortunately. If you want to get a normal Mamba, it's a little bit cheaper. But like all Razer products, it's a really good mouse. That's all I have to say about this. And now, we're going to actually move on to the only optional item that I actually put on this list, which is the webcam section. Now, I'm going to just say that every webcam on here is a Logitech webcam. So this will all depend on your choice of style, on like what you want. Do you want to have the newest, the oldest, or the greatest? Now, by the reviews of these, I would say that the first one, which I have, which you'll see in a second, is the best, in my opinion. Just in my opinion, okay? You don't have to believe me, but I will say that this is the best, in my opinion. I know some of you have the newer models and stuff, probably, or you want to get the newer models, but these is what I think of my opinion. Coming in at the $50 mark, you get the Logitech C920, which is the webcam I use, and I would personally say it's one of the greatest webcams that ever exist. And I use it for all my videos that I have my webcam in. It works perfectly well. Haven't had issues with it at all. The only bad part about it is, and pretty much all Logitech webcams have this problem, is that the microphone quality is not the greatest. Coming in at the $100 or more mark, we got the Logitech C930E, which is the newer model to the, you know, it's like the big brother to the C920, except it's like different. It's different. It's got good reviews. So does the C920. All Logitech makes great versions of this. And then you got the Logitech Logitech BRIO. I don't know how to say it. That's $150, but it's actually $179. And the only difference between this and all the others can record 1080p. This one can too, but it can also do 4K gaming for you. So it depends if you want to make 4K videos. Just make sure people watching will see 4K. And yeah, that's pretty much gonna do it. But I want to give you some quick tips on how you can use these. For the keyboard, if you get a keyboard, make sure that like your microphone is either away, or you buy some keys that are not as loud. Unless you like the loud keys. I love my loud clicky keys. That's why I have them in my videos of being loud and stuff. But what I personally would say is if you'd like to be in silence, you'd like just having your voice being talked, go with if you go with a Razer keyboard, get the yellow Razer keys. I forget what they're called, but I'll have them in the description below if you can get them somewhere. Yeah, just make sure you also have a good setup. You don't ever want to have good equipment but a horrible setup for them. Because my microphone, with my desk, I can't compatible it with a microphone stand, so I have to keep my microphone next to me, so if that's what picks up all the keyboard sounds, then I was like, oh well, I don't really care about that. But there's not really much else I could say for this video. Make sure you get some good headphones. I would recommend 7.1 surround sound, so check between all those headphones, see which ones have 7.1 surround sound. 5.1 is pretty good too. but 7.1 is the new king basically of everything. So I would recommend going with them. But yeah, just make sure you know what you're buying when you get your product, right? You want to make sure, do some good reviewing into it. Make sure it's the choice you want. All the stuff that I have is the choices I wanted in my videos to use for my content and stuff like that. But all in all, that's basically it. Thank you guys for watching. If you are new, hit the subscribe button below. Like the video, obviously, if you enjoyed it. If this didn't help you in any wall, hit the dislike button. If I did this horribly, yeah, I don't know, just pretty much it. But anyway, guys, it's been Turtlez. I'll see you guys later.